I'm really getting scatterbrained. Have you seen my purse, darling? I put it someplace, and I can't imagine where I've
On the sofa, Mother.
Oh, thank you. You're absolutely right. Is there anything I can help you with?
Hardly.
Victoria, what is wrong?
Mother, I am on the verge of bankruptcy. I still haven't gotten that settlement check from Mason.
Well, getting angry at me isn't going to solve anything, and if you get angry at him, it's only going to alienate him.
I don't care if I alienate him. People who get divorced often alienate one another, Mother.
Well, you have a point, I guess. That's true.
I need that money from him. Mason knows that I need it. He's just being spiteful.
Oh, Victoria, I really doubt that.
I think that I know Mason a little bit better than you do, Mother.
Well, I should hope so. Look, I know you're worried, but don't let your temper get the better part of your judgment. I mean, in time, it'll only work against you.
You're a little bit late with that advice, Mother. I've already called my attorney and told him to do whatever he needs to do to get that money from him. And I imagine that he's working on that right now.
No, Jason, I can't really say when he'll be back. Yes, Jason, I will be happy to give him the message when I see him, though. I assure you there's no need to involve Judge Larson in this, really. I'm sure that Mason has already sent the check, and Victoria will probably get it in the mail today. Yes, Jason, I will tell him that you called.
What are you doing?
Sorry. I was just...
Just what? What are you doing with my checkbook?
I wonder what it is.
I don't know. Maybe the wedding presents have started to arrive.
Oh, we haven't even announced the wedding? I don't think so. Who's it from?
Well, I don't know. Give me a second
Let me
here.
see.
Oh, you're not going to believe this.
What?
This is from the late Harry Winslow.
What's so interesting?
Well, it looks like finally people are going to start arguing against the environmental impact that this new country club's going to have. Of course, that won't stop it from being built.
Do you have a lot planned for the day?
No, not really. I was thinking of going over to the wildlife relocation program and seeing if I could help out some more, but nothing special. Why?
I don't know, just curious. Thought you might have more important things on the agenda.
More important. You're acting rather odd here, Kane.
I'd just like a straight answer.
Well, I gave you one. I have nothing special planned today, all right?
Not even gonna do anything about this? Or this? Are we back to deception, or is there something you want to tell me?
A single act of violence.
Your brother raped me.
Shatters many lives.
What you did to her ripped her heart out.
Raped by her husband, she fights back on her own.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna press charges against Jack. It's up to me not to let myself be victimized and keep quiet about it.
Days of Our Lives, weekdays.
All right.
It's awful.
Well, it's a great cure for hangovers. I used to give it to my dad all the time.
I don't know what got into me.
I don't either. Never used to be much of a drinker.
Still not much of a drinker. I just had a bad night.
You want to talk about it?
No.
Well, see if that doesn't help you out.
Oh, God, that is awful.
Yeah, that's the only bad part about it.
I gotta go wash my face. Back in a couple of weeks.
Hi there, big boy. Are you new in town?
Let me see. That's too big for voodoo. Too small for an effigy. I don't know, but what's it for?
The next president of the United States, you dumbo. Kerry, of course. I figure you'd give him the opportunity, you know, to go over to Rita's place and, you know, check in on the little girl over there.
You know, you're starting to spoil that kid.
Hey, this little kid deserves to be spoiled, let me tell you.
Well, listen, Rita's in the back. Yeah, why don't you just give it to her now?
You sure? She's back there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll get her. Hold on. Rita!
Yeah.
Here wants to talk to you.
Girl, no, please. No more dolls. No more dolls.
Please, I couldn't resist.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah,
And you're sweet. But if you keep loading Carrie up with gifts, it's going to cost me a fortune to move.
You're moving? Where you moving to?
I'm thinking about moving back to Kansas.
Kansas? Where is that? Here, sit down over here. Sit down, please. When did this happen?
Well, I had a long talk with my folks last night, and, well, you know, they miss me, and they want me to come back home. I haven't decided for sure, but I'm seriously considering it.
But Kansas? Tornadoes, munchkins, wicked witches? Isn't Santa Barbara enough for you, huh?
Yeah, and there's no place like home, right? There's nothing to keep me here, Pearl. It isn't as if I have this great career or anything.
Well, what about your social life?
Yeah, okay. What about my social life? Dancing till dawn? Please. I'm crazy about Jake, but he doesn't even know I'm alive. If it was different, if I thought I had half a chance with him, I might stick around. But as it is, what's the use?
I'm assuming that you don't read my mail. Seems to me that a checkbook is just about as private.
I'm sorry. I do apologize, but Victoria's lawyer just called.
Jacobson?
Yeah.
He was yelling about the settlement check.
And I told him that you already sent it.
And you were looking into the checkbook to make sure I'd written it.
You got it.
I can save you the trouble. I haven't.
Why? Do you know that he's turning this over to Judge Larson?
I've explained why.
I know the interest, but that was 2 days ago.
Uh-huh. And the note didn't mature until yesterday. It's a substantial amount, Julia.
That's beside the point, Mason. You made a promise to Victoria, and you're obligated to honor it on time. Now, I've got my own career to worry about here. I can't sit and worry about whether you're keeping your commitment to your ex-wife.
Fine. Don't.
Fine. Then get somebody else to answer the irate calls.
Julia, relax. I'm going to see that Victoria gets the money. In fact, I'm going to deliver it myself.
Okay, when?
Today, in fact. The note matured yesterday. The interest was posted to my account. I had it transferred into the trust fund for Samantha. Now, isn't that worth making Victoria wait a day or two?
I just get nervous when people don't keep their promises.
Well, then I promise that it won't ever happen again. Okay?
I guess.
Hey, the doorbell for what?
Victoria, I need to see Victoria.
Who are you? Wait.
Mel, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Really glad you're here.
Honey, what happened?
I couldn't, I couldn't deal with being at the clinic. I just cut out.
Whatever. Did you start using
I don't know
it?
what happened.
Mel, honey,
They're so screwed up.
you have to go back.
I can't deal
All
with
right,
that
calm
place anymore.
down,
It's like a
calm.
prison.
Shh,
I'm not,
quiet.
I'm not.
Come on, sit down, right now. Sit down, calm down. Okay, now, shh. What are you gonna do? Now you obviously can't be alone.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have no idea, but I'm not going back to the clinic.
Well, where are you gonna sleep?
I'll sleep on the beach if I have to.
Okay, you can't do. They wouldn't let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that. Mel, no, you're gonna stay here.
Victoria.
Mother.
You don't mind? It's okay if I stay here for a few days just to get myself
No,
together?
of course,
That's right?
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
Victoria, please, I'd like to talk to you a moment.
Mother, this is Mel. Mel, this is my mother. She's staying with me for a little while.
I'm sorry, Miss Lane. I didn't know. Look, Victoria, it's obviously a bad time
No, it's
here.
fine. It's fine. Excuse me, Mel. Yes. I want you to go into the washroom, okay? Put some cold water on your face. You're gonna feel much better. Are you hungry?
Maybe a little bit.
Good. Let me see if I can fix you something now. Okay, go on in there. Come back when you're done. All right.
Victoria, I can't believe you're going to let that person stay here.
Mother, I've never seen him this bad. He really needs my help.
Look what it's doing to you. I mean, you are almost as upset as he is. And what about Chip? Do you think this is going to be good for Chip?
Mother, he
with
is
all
a
this going on
good
around you?
friend of mine. I cannot turn my back on him.
Yes, well, what he happens to need is professional help, and you can't give that
No,
to
of
him.
course I can't give that to him, but maybe I can calm him down and get him back to the clinic. Until then, I do not want him to be alone. I gotta keep my eye on him.
Victoria, for heaven's sakes, a few days ago, you were worried about going back on cocaine yourself, and now you have invited this junkie to stay here? I cannot be part of this. I am just going to have to pack my bags and leave.
Oh, Mother, you're not being fair. This is ridiculous.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be around someone like that, and I wouldn't think you would either. You have your own health, your own peace of mind
Mother,
to think
he's
about.
a friend of mine. He needs help.
Sometimes you can't help people like that. All right, if that's the way you feel, that's your decision. You can just pack my things and send them.
You are being so unreasonable. Mother, come back here. Stop. This is stupid.
I couldn't help overhearing. You know, I don't want to cause any trouble between you
No,
and your mother.
Mel, it's all right. She'll come back.
She doesn't think much of me, does she?
No, she doesn't know you. Look, it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be from Harry. And who sent it?
Well, his attorney sent it. Here, read this. Whatever is in this box it was willed to me by Harry.
Well, I guess we should open it. I hope it's not dangerous.
Oh, wow.
What is that?
Well, this is obviously a bust of Harry.
Well, let's hope it's full of diamonds because we don't really have much use for it. I mean, why would Harry keep such an ugly thing? Who did it?
I did it.
I thought this search for your father's killer was on hold, and then I find this. Obviously, you're still concerned about it. It's ongoing.
Look, I was going to tell you. I just wanted to wait and see if I could find anything out first.
I read the report. It confirms what we already know. Kathleen had nothing to do with killing your father. Where did you get this, anyway?
I got it from Harry's estate. He left instructions that it should be sent to me in the event of his death. You know, I don't understand this. Harry told me that Kathleen was my father's assassin. But he knew the whole time that that wasn't the truth. Why would he say that?
He had to find the fox, right? He thought you would be more cooperative if you thought the fox was the one who shot your father.
Maybe. It just seems so unlike Harry to be so manipulative.
Well, I don't think he was trying to mislead you. Maybe just detour you for a while. At least until his mission was over.
I guess, yeah. But I trusted Harry. I knew Harry. I mean, why would he lie to me like that?
I don't know, but now you know how it feels.
Oh, Mason, how you doing?
Fine, Mel. I didn't expect to see you here.
No? Well, I'm just visiting, you know, kicking around old times.
Yeah, well, I hate to interrupt, but I need to see Victoria.
Yeah, she's, you know, I don't think she's not here right now.
You mean you were kicking around old times by yourself?
No. She was here earlier, but then she had to go take Chip to the pediatrician, you know, for his 12-month checkup or something. Can I do something for you? I
had something to give her. You okay? You look like hell.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I was up all night working. Listen, I'll take it.
Take what?
Whatever it is that you wanted to give Victoria, I'll take it for you, and then give it to her when she gets back here. I don't think she's going to be much longer.
Gee, you know, I think I forgot it. I'll bring it back by later.
All right, fine, good.
You Take care of yourself now.
You too, Mace.
Go easy on the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had no idea you made it.
This ugly thing, as you put it?
Well, I didn't really mean ugly thing. I think it's really unusual.
You know, I was really proud of this. I considered this to be the high point of my sculpting career.
You know, now that I look at it, it does have a lot of subtextual depth. I mean, now that I get a good look.
So it grows on you, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really sorry I spoke so quickly. It's got a great deal.
A great deal of what? Don't get a hernia trying to bail yourself out of this, pal. I know it's a lousy thing. I never said it was great. Neither did Harry. I was just messing around.
I had no idea you were a sculptor.
Well, I just drifted, you know, into it. We had to do this long stake out in Greece one time. Me and Harry were watching this guy in a yacht for 6 months. There was some clay around.
I just keep learning more new, wonderful things about you.
I'm glad you do, because if you knew everything about me already, you'd probably be too bored to marry me.
You mean you've been keeping secrets? You have more secrets?
Well, I might have a couple more up my sleeve.
Why don't you tell me something I don't know?
Not a chance. I'm gonna save a few surprises for later.
You're so... I'll get it.
Hi. Can I come in?
Hi. Yeah.
Cruz?
How you doing, Ted?
Not so good.
You don't look so good. What's the matter?
Well, I just had a bad night. Drank too much.
Listen, you guys
No,
talk
no.
private?
Just stay here. Stick around. Look, I just wanted to find out if Dad wants you to start working with him at that stupid country club he's got going on with Pamela.
Actually, he did suggest that I should run it.
Oh, he did. What, you told him no, didn't you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did.
All right, good. I'm glad. You know what he's doing, don't you? He's trying to legitimize this whole thing with Pamela by bringing us into it. There's no way I'm getting involved in that.
I understand. I told him I didn't want to be involved because of Mom. I didn't want to hurt Mom, and he seemed to understand. Is that what you're about, this country club business?
No, it's everything. It starts off with Haley dying, Sophia seeing TJ, Dad seeing... I'm sick of it all right now.
It's been tough, hasn't it, man?
Look, you're going to get through it. You'll deal with it. Listen, what'd you do last night? Go hit some bars with some friends?
No, I drank alone. Why?
Yeah, I don't really think it's a good idea for you to be drinking by yourself. I don't think that's a very good sign.
I don't believe this. I'm coming over here to talk to you about the family. You're gonna start giving me lectures about evils of the alcohol?
I'm just saying that I don't think it's a good idea for you to be drinking by yourself. It's not my idea of a lecture.
Well, I think it's very unimportant. I think what's important right now is what's going on with the family.
You
Not
are
whether I've
part
had
of
a
the
drink or two last
family.
night.
You are a big part of a family. And if you've got a problem, I don't think it's the right way to solve
you're
it.
the problem. I should...
Ted! Ted! Come. Wait! What do you think brought that on? When I found this, I couldn't stop hoping that it might lead to something. I think this bullet is the key. Look at this. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's a C. It's initial. I mean, it's probably some manufacturer's trademark.
No,
with the
no,
stamp.
I am assuming that it is a signature. The signature of a cold-blooded killer. Look, I know it's not much, but I think it's an important start.
Okay. If you think this will lead you to your father's killer, I think you've got to go with it. What I do not understand is why you feel the need to keep things hidden from me. I mean, were you going to tell me about this if I hadn't found it?
Kane.
No, O'Kane. I love you. But I gotta tell you, these little secrets are gonna be the death of us.
Listen, you're making too much out of this. I find a little dizzy.
You weren't just dizzy. You were passed out cold when I got home. Now, you're not going to leave here until you get a thorough checkup. Now, where is everybody?
Everybody's asleep. I don't know. He looks like he passed out.
Oh, yes, we're just going to have to wake him up.
Listen, honey, we don't have to do that. Now,
Mal,
come back
shut
another
up.
time.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What? What is it?
There's a man here who has collapsed. He needs some attention, please.
All right, all right.
That is, if it's not too much trouble, doctor.
Why don't you have a seat, all right? I'll be right with you. Check you out. So you collapsed?
I just blacked out for a few seconds. I feel okay now. Fine.
You've been doing cocaine again, haven't you?
A little.
Looks like you might have had a neural accident. Not quite a stroke, but close to it.
Oh, God, Mel.
Look, why don't you go inside, take off your shirt in the examination room. I'll be right with you, okay?
Okay.
Good.
I'm frightened for him.
You've got every right to be. This wasn't just a minor incident. He keeps doing this to himself, and he's just inviting trouble. Another neural accident, stroke. Next thing you know, he's in cardiac arrest.
Well, then get in there and help him right away.
You think I don't want to? But he's already walked out of here once already. Now, this time, we're gonna have to make sure that he pays in advance.
Mel doesn't have that kind of money.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I don't make up the rules. But we can't treat him on credit. We're just not set up for that.
Okay. I think I know where I can get the money.
Hi.
What's all this?
Everything you love. Leg of lamb, champagne risotto.
For breakfast?
I lied. It's just muffins and coffee.
It smells wonderful.
Okay. I got it. So did you go see Victoria?
Yeah, but she wasn't there. I did see Mel, however. He's watching the apartment for her, high as a kite. Didn't think it wise to leave a check of that amount with an addict.
Mel is? He was doing drugs?
I saw the paraphernalia, which made me wonder if maybe Victoria's gone back to it also.
No. After all this time, she wouldn't do that.
Mel's had just as much time. Now he's back. He's there. There are drugs around. I'm kind of worried about Chip.
I wouldn't be, Mason. Really, even if Mel is doing that while Victoria is out, she's stronger than that now.
I'm not so sure. Anyway, I want to make sure I know what's happening before I hand over that much money.
Well, you better hurry up and do it because Judge Larson is going to put you in jail and throw away the key.
I'll get it. Hello?
Mason, hi. It's me. I need my settlement money from you as soon as possible.
Well, I came by the apartment earlier to give it to you, Victoria, but you were out. I did see Mel.
Yes, I know. Mason, I can't wait for the check to clear. I need a couple thousand right away.
Very well. I'll be over in a little while.
No, I'm not at home. I'm at the clinic. Please come here.
I see. All right, I'll be there as soon as I can.
Are you going to go over there and get things set up with her?
Yeah. I tell you what. Why don't you come with me? You can watch me give her the money and then see her happy little face for yourself.
Hi. I understand your mother's staying here now. Is she,
Yes.
staying here?
Well, she's here, but she's not really here. She's not here at the moment.
Oh.
You excited about the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, she sure is, but she's a little thrown that we haven't picked the place yet.
Oh, didn't you tell me your uncle told her that she would come to you in a dream or something strange
so
like
I've been
that?
sleeping the average of about 14 or 15 hours a day, and nothing's happened. Where did this come from?
Well, once upon a time when Harry and I were on a stakeout in Greece, I became a sculptor, part-time. A bad part-time sculptor to hear Eden tell it, but, you know.
I've apologized. I wish you wouldn't rub it in. In front of our guests. Dear old Harry good? He taught me everything I know about this business. I really miss him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. In spite of everything, there was a lot to admire about Harry. Would you like to have it?
No, I couldn't. He meant for you to have it.
Well, I'm sure he meant for me to do with it what I want to, and I want to give it to you.
Really? Well, that's very sweet of you.
Yeah, it's yours.
Why would you want it?
Oh, come on, Kane. It's not that bad.
No, I mean, it's fine workmanship. The subject.
Why not? Harry and I worked a lot of years together.
I thought there was a lot about those years as an agent you wanted to forget, don't you? I mean, do you want a constant reminder?
Look, I think that I am a better judge of what this sculpture means to me. I like it. I'm pleased that Cruz is willing to give it to me. Can't you just leave it at that?
Can you spare a moment of your time?
Yeah,
Can you
sure.
do that? Hey, sit down. Take a load off your shoulders.
So what's up?
What's up? Talking with Rita a little while ago. She mentioned some pertinent information for you. She happens to be leaving. Guess where she's going? She is going back to Kansas.
Kansas.
That's right, Kansas. Did she tell you that?
No, she ain't never mentioned a thing to me.
Well, apparently there's not enough action around here for her.
It's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Right, but you know, you could probably change her mind and persuade her to stay.
Hey, Pearl, I mean, how could I possibly help her to change her mind?
Think about it. Jake, think about it. She likes you.
I like her too.
No. I mean, likes you. You see, you show enough affection in her direction, she will change her mind, I promise you.
So you're talking romantically here, huh? Pearl, come on. Yeah, I mean, listen, I like her. She's a great girl and all that, but I'm not interested in her in that way. And to pretend that I was wouldn't be fair to her.
What are you talking about? She's very sweet. She's very pretty. What's there not to be interested in? Come on.
Well, for one thing, it's too soon after Haley. For another thing, look, I don't know. I mean, I guess she's just not my type or something. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lead her on and make her change her plans on my account.
Oh, buddy, just give it some time. Think about it. You will change your mind, I guarantee you.
Pearl, trust me on this one, okay? Really. I mean, I just can't mislead Rita. Just because we want her to keep Carrie around here, I mean, that would be a great thing to do, would it? I'm sorry.
I was right. This collapse was the result of a neural accident.
Well, he's going to be all right, isn't he?
That's entirely up to him. We can't keep him from doing cocaine. You know that.
May I ask what your problem is?
My problem?
Ever since we walked in here, you've had a chip on your shoulder. Now, isn't that a little out of line for somebody who sleeps on the job?
For your information, lady, I was sleeping because it was the only chance that I've had to. Apart from the 12 hours that I put here at the clinic, I also spend my nights observing cardiac surgery, hoping that I'll be able to get a transfer when one comes through.
Oh, so you can't wait to get out of here. Is this not glamorous enough
It has
for you,
nothing
Doctor?
to do with glamour. It's just that here at the clinic, all the ailments are self-inflicted. I get tired of dealing with people whose problems are the sole result of their own weaknesses.
And you have no weaknesses of your own then.
Look, why don't we stop talking about me for a second, okay? I'd like to know what you're doing hanging around with Mel when you know that he's back on cocaine.
Hanging around with him? I brought him in here because he needs help.
And he said he's staying with you.
Of course, he has nowhere else to stay.
You should encourage him to find someplace else to stay. As long as he keeps using cocaine, you need to stay away from him.
Look, Mel is a very good friend of mine. I'm not going to turn my back on him. And I am so tired of having to explain that to people.
Oh, so somebody else said this to you, too?
My mother, but she doesn't know Mel. She doesn't know how much he has helped me in the past.
He can't help you now, Victoria. Don't you know yet that once you're an addict for life? Whether you're using or not. And to be around somebody who is using is really crazy right now. And if you think otherwise, you're just fooling yourself. Maybe you'd better wake up.
I know this bothers you. I wish I knew why.
I don't understand your motivation for wanting it.
Look, Harry may have deceived me at some things, but overall he was very important to me. You're acting as if you're jealous of something.
What am I supposed to be jealous of? Is there something I should be jealous of? Oh, great. More secrets. How many is that today? Huh? We set a new world's record yet?
All right. All right. Harry and I were lovers at one point, but that was a very long time ago.
You were lovers.
It was only for a little while. We tried to make a go of it, but I found that working and sleeping together just didn't work out.
Well, thanks for making me drag it out of you. I needed the practice.
Look, you didn't drag anything out of me. I volunteered that. Why don't you just try not to be so dramatic?
You want to give me a hint as to what I can expect? Are there more things I'm going to find out tomorrow and the week after that? How long does this go on?
It doesn't have to go on any longer than you would like it to. I mean, we could end this whole thing right now if you want.
Oh, now look who's being dramatic. You know what I resent? This is more a part of your life than I am.
Why? Why do you insist on doing this to us?
Me? What am I doing?
You're driving me crazy is what you're doing. You can't let anything just go. You have to explore my past, my present. You won't let things just belong to me. You're suffocating me. And I don't know how much longer I can take this. I really don't.
Oh, fine, just walk away.
Pearl, listen to this. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this.
Ah, what's going on?
I just got this letter. Now listen. Okay, Rita, don't go to Canada. I think it would be a mistake for you to leave. I'd miss you more than you can possibly know. I need some time in my personal life to sort out a few things, but when I do, I was hoping I could turn around and find you there.
Boy, oh boy, I'll be darned. Who is that from?
Well, it's not signed, but it's obvious that it's from Jake. He left it in the kitchen for me to find.
Looks like it makes you real happy, too.
Oh, happy. How about elated, cloud nine, ecstatic? I have to find him and let him know how this makes me feel.
Wait a minute, I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
No, why not?
Yeah, why not?
You're asking me.
Why not?
Yeah, because from the sound of this, he needs a lot of space to get over Haley, and that might be like pushing him too much. Do you understand?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I definitely don't want to push. It's just so hard not to tell him how I feel, and he's made my whole decision so much easier.
So does that mean that you're going to stay?
Are you kidding? You just try and get me away from here. Jake, I just want you to understand that I understand perfectly.
Victoria, you all right?
Under the circumstances, yeah, I didn't expect to see the two of you here.
Victoria, I can wait outside.
Do you have the money?
I can wait outside.
No, it's not necessary. This transaction shouldn't really take very long. Where's the money?
I have the money, Victoria. I'd like to talk to you for a minute first. You seem very upset, not just about the money being late.
I am upset. It's been a rough morning. Please don't make it any worse than it has been.
Well, what's happened?
I had a fight with my mother for one, but it really doesn't matter, Mason.
Victoria, I'm primarily concerned because you're back in this place. Are you sure you're all right?
Just because I'm... Oh, I see. You're immediately assuming the worst. Mason, you know, it's really none of your business why I'm here, and I don't care to go into it, so why don't you just hand me the money and then go?
No need for you to be so antagonistic.
And there was no need for you to delay with this payment. Now just give me the money. I am tired of waiting.
I have it. You can relax. Said you wanted part of it in cash. That's as much as I could come up with on short notice. Check for the balance is in there, too.
Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get this check deposited at the bank.
Check's good, if that's what's worrying you.
I'm worried about a lot of things, Mason, but mainly I need to get this deposited because I have bills to pay, unlike you.
Oh, God. Mason, maybe you're right. She looked just as wired as she...
Exactly. That's why I wanted you to come along, so you could see for yourself.
thank you for taking care of Mr. Stock's bill.
Oh, no problem. Just make sure he gets what he needs, all right?
He will.
Good.
Oh, I also need some ID so we can process our paperwork.
I have this clothes over there. I'll go through and find the driver's license and everything. I'll bring it to you, all right?
Thanks.
Sure.
Glad you're here. I need to talk to you.
Obviously, you look terrible.
It's not what I need to talk to you about. If you really must know, I was following in your footsteps last night. I tied one on.
Oh, really? Why? Are you in some kind of trouble?
No, it's nothing like that.
Well, what's wrong?
What isn't wrong? I mean, aren't you up on what's going on around here?
No, maybe I'm not. Why don't you fill me in?
I'm talking about this damn country club, Mom and TJ, Dad and your Pamela. Everything's wrong right now.
Well, I know it's kind of a bad time, Ted, but shouldn't let it drive you to drink.
Maybe if we move the chest. Hi, Ted. I didn't know you were here.
Hi, Julia.
Ted and I were having a little talk. He had a rough night last night.
I'm sorry. I'll move the chest by myself. If you need anything, just yell, okay?
Thanks.
Well, why don't you sit down? Can I offer you anything? Some juice, milk?
Drink.
A drink?
It's not too early, is it? It was never too early for you.
No, but I'm not the one who's drinking. Well, what'll it be, then? You have any preferences?
Scotch.
Scotch it is, then. How do you take it? Neat or
Neat.
with soda?
Thank you, man. I'm glad you're not giving me a lecture about this.
Me? Well, I'm hardly in a position to lecture anybody.
It's just Eden was getting on my nerves earlier this morning about it.
Eden has higher moral principles than I do. You, however, used to lecture me endlessly about my drinking.
I was a jerk.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see you've outgrown it. I still remember some of the things you said to me, though, just in case you didn't think that you were making an impression. You were always accusing me of running away and not helping matters by avoiding them. You called me a weakling once because I couldn't face the problems in my life when I was sober. You also said that I was an embarrassment to everyone around me and a disgrace to myself. Harsh words, but I guess a lot of them were true. Anyway, welcome to the club. I'll be able to give you all kinds of good advice. Discreet places that you can sleep it off, clever caches for the hidden bottles, effective lies for all occasions. Be like having my own apprentice. Skoll.
Thursday after all.
Well, I thought I sensed a certain tension between you and Kane this morning, but I don't think it was anything serious.
Well, actually, it got worse after we left. He was upset about the sculpture. I don't know what to make of his attitude, Eden. All I know is that ever since we've gotten back from Mexico, we just haven't been able to adjust to each other.
Why?
I don't know. I guess just conflicting goals, very different standards.
Well, you know, that's not really unusual. I mean, you two are very strong-willed people, and it makes it, it's very, very difficult to compromise. I'm sure you'll find a way of working it out.
Well, I hope so. I want to.
Well, wanting to is the first and most important step.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I'm glad you came back, because there's something that I want to ask you. I want you to come to my wedding.
Well, look, Eden, that's really sweet, but
But what?
I don't know. Look, the way I'm feeling right now and the way things are happening, I think I'd just be a wet blanket.
You're not going to be a wet blanket now. Don't be ridiculous. I think all the fuss and the bother about a wedding would, I don't know, I think it'd make you not concentrate on your problems so much, and then you could concentrate on somebody else's problems, like mine.
Well, I hope not. You're probably right, though. It would probably do good.
Still, you know you're hesitating. I want you to know this is my final argument, and that is that someday you are going to be going through this yourself. Maybe even someday soon. I think you should see how it's done.
All right. All right, you sold me.
Good.
I would love to be there. Thank you.
Great. I'm glad.
And thanks for listening to me.
You're welcome, Andrea.
I guess the next question should be, when and where is this happy day going to be?
I just gotta wait for divine inspiration. Just keep yourself in a state of constant readiness.
Hey, man. Did you know you have a goat up there on deck?
Oh, yeah. He didn't need anything like the sails did here. That's cool.
Wow. Looks like you ate my sculpture.
No, look, I'm sorry about that. It fell.
Whole world is a critic. Eden's gonna be broken up, I'll tell you.
I feel, yeah, but look what I found. This is one of the broken pieces.
Oh, yeah, it's my signature. That's how I signed my name back then. I thought it was cool. I put it on all my sculpture. My papers, just about everything, you name it.
You did?
Yeah. I thought it would help me make my mark in the world somehow.
Yeah.
Listen, man, maybe this is a bad time, but I came to ask you a favor.
No, what is it?
I'm gonna be getting married pretty soon, if I'm lucky, and I'm gonna need a best man. What do you say? You up for it?